Hi, Mike.
Okay. So, um, given given what happened last time, do we need any refreshers?
A small recap may not hurt.
Okay. Well, okay. Last time, uh, there was a capturing of yeah, that's what I get for having two similar names. Okay. There was a capturing um, Amelia by some robots, which led into um, a hero's choice bombing incident that had drained Lightbearer pretty significantly enough for the Wildcards to be assisting him back to his base. There they found that uh, that Lightbearer was in fact a part of a greater plan, a greater plan to try to kind of softly take over the world by making the global population kind of dependent on his heroic. Um, the perpetrator behind that plan, uh, seemingly uh, being continual and possibly to some connection may be, but the communication attempts led to uh, a um, AI entity abbreviated um, to Halo. Uh, its machinations causing Lightbearer to have a bit of an identity crisis, where Wolf Spider stayed behind on the Overlight base to try to uh, cordially invite Lightbearer to to the side of good, to have what amounts to will versus programming, as it were. Uh, and while that was going on, Alias was doing some investigations based off of data found, uh, leading back to uh, three three locations. Uh, the first one investigated wound up being a modification manufacturing plant of sorts for a new generation of robots. Here, Techlass was found in a discussion with the continuum. Clearly, something being very off with the entire situation. Techlass, despite being warned not to, uh, linked in with the manufacturing system in an attempt to overwrite it. Uh, though there was indication that immediately afterwards, that the interface technology she was using with the helmet was immediately being hacked into. let's see. The little contingent of our army so far has not moved, nor has it been engaged with, as Alias has decided to be the stealthy, filthy person that he is. Ultimately, with Lightbearer, he did go over to the side of light, as it were. And as I recall, Ghost Rider was moving to um, reinforce Alias at the quote unquote defunct uh, Genuine manufacturing facility.
Yep,
Is that about?
that seems to cover
Is that
everything I remember.
cool?
Yep. Covers all the important beats.
Okay. With that in mind, Ghost Spider, do you recall if I gave you a expected time override?
You did not.
Okay. Okay. In that case, then we can determine that with a web swinging or navigation roll.
One second, just making sure I actually recalc my swinging for the XP.
Okay. We weren't able to spend our XP, were we?
Yeah, you posted XP.
Well, are you able to spend it? I thought we had to do.
If you spend it on a skill you used in the previous adventure, then it has no training time.
Oh. Me rushing to my computer.
Must increase skill, get mid-mission buff.
Yes, because I know my role. I must increase tech. Now
Okay,
it's
so
17
plus
plus
4D.
2.
I'm still at plus 4D to my knowledge. So my navigation would be 9. And my web swinging is also 9. Under the circumstances, this is probably something the character would rely more on his navigational skills than his web swinging skills. Because while Tristan knows mechanically that, swing faster, would work here, the character is probably thinking more along the lines of geography.
I have spent all 20 points.
Yeah.
It was used to upgrade tech, scholar, and dodge.
Nice.
Because unfortunately, I did not have enough to increase sneak.
That's a 36.
Okay. 36. Okay, with that, you'll be able to utilize the power of shortcuts. uh, to get there in uh, quote unquote 2 rounds, essentially, kind of two action phases for aliens.
3 action phases, I heard?
Sorry, 2 action phases. My
So
mistake.
I thought you said
Okay.
2. So 2 rounds.
Okay. Okay, 2 rounds. 2 rounds of playtime.
2 rounds. You're
Alright.
holed up in a room with only one way in, unless they smash through a wall, so you have some cover and stuff to work with. Yeah, I think you can hold out 2 rounds.
Well, yeah, but there's also an advanced AI, and it's running the entire factory.
This is fair.
But still, we will work with what we've got. This is what makes it fun, baby. The threat of failure, the threat of being caught, the threat of being eviscerated.
Indeed.
This is how it's done.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. So, um, the Teklas was stating that she had to stay connected via her helmet to essentially keep up with the computer speeds that she had to. At least that's what she is claiming. I well, it is like a physical wired connection. You could certainly try to intervene if you wanted to. Not sure what you would like to do given your current.
Okay, last I remember, she was trying to. Did she say what exactly she's trying to do with the factory? I know she's
She's
looking in and trying to mimic their powers, I think.
she's trying to shut it down.
Okay. I don't suppose there's any way I can possibly help her with that or speed that along, possibly?
Well, there is operating the control system manually. You could also try to link into the system as well, if you like.
You know what? Before linking in, you will take a look through the vent back at those robots and see if they're moving.
Okay, looking out, the the new robots, they only seem to be moving once they're produced to kind of get into line, so to speak, into that formation of theirs, and then go go stock go stock still.
So no one, or nothing is quite reacting per se yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Going invisible. I would like, or I already was invisible, so continuing that. I believe there was other consoles in here.
In the main area, or this control area that that tech class is in.
What was that last? Tech class?
Yeah, I was asking if you were referring to the area tech class is in, or the kind of larger manufacturing area.
where me and Tech Class are.
Um, there are, there are more controls, but it's just a part of like a large bank of systems.
Okay, you know what? I will. I don't know if this is too meta knowledge, but would Alias feel like if he started doing commands on the consoles to distract Halo, do you think that would help her?
Yeah, it would give more input for Halo to need to focus on. So yeah, that could certainly be helpful.
Right. Okay, so what Alias will do, he will quietly get to the nearest computer and start seeing what processes he can either stop or at least slow down from his end to do the robot production.
Okay. Okay. Feel free to make me a use tech roll.
With my new 7D plus 2. Okay, that is going to be 37.
37. Okay. Choose tech classes. There we go. Okay. First up.
Yes, sir.
You performing a number of distractions.
Yep. The
Do that
main
on
objective is to try to queue up as much of Halo's processing power as I possibly can with various mundane and semi-complex things of wait, why is that not going there? What are you going get that there?
Okay, your distraction is apparently being extra useful as Halo rolled a 1. Power die there. Uh, okay. Um, and you can definitely tell this thanks to your distractions. Um, Techlast is able to um, dodge around the digital counters that are rapidly being thrown at her, and she is able um, to corrupt the manufacturing programs, and therefore stop the production of these new units at least until program can be recompiled. She is going to move on to try to basically sever the excuse me uh, sever the power by jacking up the equipment's intake to essentially try to physically damage the equipment by at least blowing fuses. Are you wanting to help her with this task as well? And do you currently have any super senses?
Do I have super senses? Yes, I did have the super senses going, and yes, I would like to assist her with again doing the distraction of various different things of just generally pissing off Halo.
Okay. Feel free to make another use tech roll as she switches priorities.
Alias will have some, because I believe we were like in some sort of communication between me and Tech Glass. She will see text on her screen as, "Don't forget, it's trying to get to you. Don't forget to sever that."
She'll give a quick nod.
Okay, much better. It's going to be 44.
44, nice.
Yep, power die.
Roll that again, which is go. Ooh, okay. This time, even with your oh no, there's a 1 there. Even with that, she rolled rather low that time. She is not able to overload the basically the electronic safeties to purge the system. Halo is focusing on protecting that. Can I also get a perception roll from
Never.
hearing base if you have anything to log on stop?
Hearing, heard.
Yeah. Actually, no, there's just a window right here. Actually, no, you can use sight as well.
Okay. And 27.
27. Okay. That is definite. That's definitely good enough there. Okay. You will notice through both sound of this mechanical movement and your eyes looking through the window, given that Nicholas has a optical screen in front of her face for her techiness. Um, you will see that the group of machines are now moving. That looks silly. soon.
Okay, if possible, send another text to tech class. Hostiles waking up, hurry up. Or hostiles wake up, be careful.
Okay. That, I believe that was 2. So we now have Lightbearer and Wolf Spider. Tech class will tech class will say, okay, I guess I only have one more stab at this. Okay. Are you? I take it are you still at this point? Are you still intending to help her multitask with the current situation? Just kind of want to know kind of what your plans are.
I'll help her out one last time, and I'll also attempt to do a defense roll for her of in case anything does start, like if they start shooting projectiles or anything, to defend her.
Okay. Cool. While you're doing that, with Spider and Lightbearer, since you were warned ahead of time, you are aware that there are some robotic guards looking ground and skyward, kind of patrolling along the upper catwalks of this factory facility. So you're aware of that for your. While I have you on the map, is there any particular way that you are wanting to come at this situation or this building? I just generically put you guys down at the entry area, but you could really kind of.
Well, I feel like Wolf Spider would follow his usual MO of going for the roof. Given Lightbearer's super speed, I will leave him to handle the perimeter. Because I figure I need to get inside to help Alias, since I don't know what his current situation is beyond bad.
Okay.
So my intention is to find a skylight or something right around here I can come down.
Could you ping again?
I moved my token, but yeah, I can ping.
You move your token? Okay.
Ping. Ping. Pinging. Roughly center to the right of the weird warp core generator thing, and map north of the looks like a mine cart with molten metal in it.
Okay. I see what you're doing. Okay, I see where you're going. That ping is not very visible.
Well, I mean, it's a gigantic map, and the ping is not scaling, so that's probably part of the problem.
Okay. Given your location. Okay, there would be a catwalk area for you to kind of be clinging to, like the underside of or what have you. Because there are definite open areas for anything for exhaust to be coming out, so you can kind of come in through that system. Now, two things: are you being particularly stealthy? And I see that your health is still low, probably from the Lightbearer fight. Is that still?
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to fix that. 1 second.
Okay.
There we go. Given that it sounds like well, what am I seeing as I come in? I mean, I was led to believe that this was going to be an actively hostile situation. I see guys moving towards ganging up on the room Alias is in.
Yeah, there's a group of robots that have moved rather quickly, like with like leaping strides
So
over
this
to
seems to
that
be about to
area.
this seems to be about to go down. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
the
and
ones that are there um, look like they're in the process of fully activating, which is probably why they haven't moved yet. There is also um, these over here that are actually on the upper level catwalks.
yeah, those are the ones I was letting Lightbearer at least start dealing with. Uh,
Yeah.
so it sounds like my original plan of coming in hard, fast, and loud is probably still valid. If nothing else, to draw eyes away from Alias.
Okay. Let me
Hold down
get.
forward, fuck 'em up.
Which case,
Let's see if these guys get to spot you on the incoming.
here we go. I was giving me inaccurate numbers, but there we are. You done rolling for your bots?
Um, yeah. Did I miss a stealth roll
I said I wasn't bothering with stealth. I was just coming in
Oh,
loud and
okay.
fast.
Well, in that case, then the ones patrolling on the catwalk will be able to see you as you're coming in. Then,
Oh, good.
um,
I want to be seen.
and they will. Since they do have handheld launchers, they will be firing not so much missiles, but rockets in your direction.
Yeah,
Da.
I got a dodge in here, so
Okay,
that's good to go.
okay. I doubt a 31 hits you.
Pretty sure it won't, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Coming in with a ground slam attack.
Okay.
My AoE should be marked for you there.
Yup. Okay. Yeah, that's also going to get into the equipment. Yes, 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 yes.
And if they're booting up, I don't think they dodged, but we'll find out.
Well, they do have like some of their systems online, but not all of them. So, given that, okay, yeah, with the penalty that will hit. Okay. So- okay, I just actually read
You
what you
just got
had
the
there.
joke.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Okay, cool, cool. So, okay. So I see there's a you have a DC here. What are
The
they
DC
rolling
was I
against?
did it as an acrobatic attack. So the first one is my acrobatics roll. The second one is my AOE attack.
Okay.
So that was a note, so you knew what DC I was rolling against for the acrobatic trick.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, 14.
And the extra damage was already factored into the attack because I knew I succeeded.
Cool, cool, cool. Is there inherent knockback to this, or is it
I don't think the slam attack has inherent knockback.
okay? If that is the case, then did you roll a 6 on your damage dice for incidental knockback?
No, according to Roll20, I rolled a 4 on my damage dice.
Okay.
Thunderclap.
That seems oddly counterintuitive.
It does. Thunderclap. Stop ground. Create shockwave. Radius. That doesn't say anything about inherent knockback.
Okay.
So yeah, I just make the earth shake. Shaking.
Okay.
Because yeah, you think it would have either a save for falling on your ass or knockback.
Yeah, you'd think.
Or even half knockback or something. Make it so.
Either way, it should get their attention though.
Oh yeah. You have definitely done that. As given what you're doing and their kind of current state, I will say that they're knocked to their feet, or knocked off their feet rather. As your just massive massive entrance has not just shattered the ground, causing them to fall in their activating activating states. Um, the concussion from it has clearly like compressed bits of metal, had some shrapnel from the ground like embed into them, causing them um all damage.
Ladies, gentlemen, and other gentle beings, he is giving up for your friend and mine, Wolf Spider, the cordial conveniently like Wolf Spider.
Okay. Oh no. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. There will be sparks coming from um the cylindrical manufacturing areas, as all except for the two on the upper corner are now rendered inoperable from your slam. And the that's actually in a kind of sub area. That's good. Um, Shift this to the there we go. Um, and whatever this thing was doing over here to the oncoming material is now sparking and for lack of a better term, leaking out, oozing out this molten material that is clearly be in the process of being um metallurgically changed into something else, as it kind of like oozes and like begins like solidifying without the machine doing whatever it's doing to it. There we go. That has some link to it. Let me check. Okay. Your aura goes out to 16.
Yeah, say it's 16-meter radius, which I had to program as 13 because apparently for some reason on this map when I said 16, it went out to 19.
Is it a spherical?
Yeah, it's a radius.
Okay.
I don't know. It's correct now. I fixed it. It's just I had to type it in, differently than what it actually is.
Okay. Oh no.
What did I do? Did I
Okay.
freestyle again?
Okay, those guys they're over there, so they're out of range for that. Okay. There is a sizzling as you will sense that your blast has fractured the specifically one of this one over here. The cauldron of molten material from the upper level.
I will take a little property damage since they'll be dropping molten metal on these Terminators.
See, that one is definitely hit by the molten metal.
They would not be back.
Okay, this one takes 15 damage. That molten metal rolled low. Okay. Cool. I believe Ellie said he was going to be back.
I was just waiting for when to enter or just to tell my tech in dodge. And actually, I just remembered, I believe I have a better thing than dodging. Double check real quick. But I believe I have shield. Magic shield. Because, I don't know, lasers and glass and other, and projectiles, oh my.
Yeah.
But yes, to start off, 41 for the tech roll to assist in continuing to piss off Halo to distract them from Techlass's shenaniganery.
Okay.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, I only have deflect magic. Oh no, that's what it was. It's that I can make it a shield, I think. No, deflect kinetics, that's what I want. So I will be casting deflect kinetics for 41.
Okay. What level of that are you wanting to go for? Because you basically roll against a difficulty to get it at the level you want it at, and then you utilize it.
Yep, I'll go with level. I'll go with a level 5 for the time being.
Okay, what's its it should have a like a cost level to it.
Ah, dang it, it's not in front of me, sorry. I want to say it's the boss 2?
Okay. Then yeah, at that point, yeah, you can have it whatever level you want up to your up to your sorcery level then with that kind of roll. Okay. So, given that it's a purely defensive thing, you can put that on honor.
Basically, I'm putting it in front of me, and I'm getting it in front of her. So it's technically defending both of us.
Gotcha. Okay, I will have Lightbringer come in. Ultimately, he's gonna be over here, given his speed, but roll for Lightbearer. Okay. Uh, okay, he comes in with his strikes. Mm, let's see, there that many up. Oh, okay. Okay, between hitting them and knocking them over, these guys will all be destroyed when they fall and hit the ground. Okay. Yeah, let me find some. Oh, so anyway, so they all hit the ground, shattering from their initial damage, and then just gravity. Okay, with that, I'm going to give the robots their turn, as it were, and then we can go into a regular old initiative.
Are you ready for initiative?
Not finding stuff. I'm gonna choose some music and then just kind of go with that. There we go. Okay. So we now have another batch of 6 coming online. Let me just put markers on them. The ones with red dots on them are going to be active active ones. The other ones will be just in the process of of booting up. So I'll deal with the ones with spider real quick. Oh, woo! You recovered your health very nicely.
Thanks to that weird regeneration quirk thing that we discussed. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. And you're still like up on the
No, I had to
catwalk
do the
area?
slam attack. I'm down on the ground where they are.
Okay. In that case, you guys will move to surround you. Okay. Um, they're attempting to just strike you to beat you down, but you are being too maneuverable versus them at the moment.
If they miss, they get to eat pavement,
Okay.
assuming it's a melee attack.
It is a melee attack. Okay. Cool. Okay, they're kind of uh looking at you. Those three do that. Others are. Oh no, I did not have this one do a thing. Okay. Given situation with again more like kind of like this sprint being running. Well, drop down to here, leap back up, carrying a large block of something, and throw it at you. 34 still does not hit you. So okay, you're able to move as this thing crunches where you were. Gonna move out of the molten. It's actually gonna move back here, still facing in your direction. You will see that the shoulder bits here swiveled to face your direction as they're kind of at a standoff area over there. Okay. For Alias, the three in the first row, in front of the window, will crouch. The three behind, their little um, shoulder things will swivel to face you guys at the panel. Okay. They will be they'll be firing lasers at each of you. Little small areas of glass melting from the laser passing through it. Now, I believe you said you were intending to get in front of anything that Teklas was going to attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Using the deflect kinetics, just be like, nope.
Okay.
Do we have an initiative tracker and I'm not seeing it?
I think this is just the first round of just.
Okay. I was just confirming I wasn't being blind.
Yep. Okay. Now, though you activated the power and such, or the spell and such, if I remember correctly, you still have to physically get in the way, from what I recall, because you put the shield on yourself.
Right. It's I have to use a melee parry.
Okay. Yep. Just need you. They rolled kind of low, so I'm pretty certain you're going to be able to, to interpose. Oh, and they rolled a 1 there. That's what they get for being okay. Okay, if you beat a 17, you'll be able to intercept those shots.
Yay! I rolled a 20 on my normal dice before wild dice. So yeah.
Okay. Okay, with you, yep. You interposing with the shield. Does that have is this being a shield and you're blocking with it? Can you roll the soak, please?
Yes.
Also, you said it's kinetics. These are lasers.
Yeah, let me double check. Where is it? Where is that doggone sheet? Get back here.
They're going to be front. If you don't mind, I'll be moving token to be in front.
Yeah, go ahead. Please and thank you.
They're also shooting at you. I take it you don't want to dodge, given you're in front of tech class. I assume you're going to be blocking those shots as well.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so a lot of shots heading your way, but we'll see how that goes.
Okay, well, the spell is deflect kinetics, but it's basically force field.
Okay. Yeah, if there's not a kinetics limiter on it, then yeah, it should work fine.
Yeah, it's just only limiter on it is self. As shield, but
Okay.
melee parry.
Gotcha. Okay. In which case, yeah, you're interposing it, adding basically its soak into your own. So yeah, I just need to be simple about it, given the number of shots. Unless you want to roll each and every one a single soak roll, and then I can start comparing stuff.
Right. And just to confirm, and when you for the force field, I'm only seeing magic field, like as actual power.
Under defensive powers, there's actual force field.
Yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah.
Alternatively, you could, if it's just kinetic, you could also take telekinesis, which is a little bit more versatile, but also would give you an only physical barrier.
Unfortunately,
yeah,
but that requires
yeah,
spells.
yeah. These are rote spells, so.
There it is. Thank you.
They're not necessarily.
Okay.
The lower ones are designed to be more specific versus versatile.
Yeah, force field blocks just about anything. Magic field only blocks spells, only blocks attacks that have the magic modifier on them.
Yeah.
And mind shield only blocks psychic stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you just want to block physical, telekinesis is a good alternative. But force field will do it as well.
Anyways, for kinetic also was net cost 1, so I'll cast at my max, which was 7, because 7 sorcery. That would give me 7 ranks. Multiply. Projects a field and a physical damage on equal to a base of the power rank to multiply times 3 plus 1d. Okay, so 7, 3, 20. So 21 damage. So it automatically negates 21 plus 70.
The 70 is split per attack.
Okay. Never mind.
One. And because of you taking the shots for tech class, you're taking 6 attacks.
So I'll toss 1 dice at each one.
Okay.
Except for one of them, which will be 2. So, the second, the one that has 2 will have tech loss involved.
Okay.
Well, actually, you know what? For basis, just to make things simple for us, since it's all basically 1 dice. Okay, that's going to be 20. 21 plus 1 plus. So, so 25 and so do 25 for most of them, and then 27 for one of tech classes.
Okay. Now, keep in mind, whatever gets through is then applied to your regular armor.
Yeah.
I believe that's how that works. Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, I will beat your ass.
Yeah. Well, field works both ways. Just maybe split.
No, get your ass out of here.
Yep, pretty much.
No.
Anything that get, I think it's much like Lynx's shield. Anything that gets through goes to those things.
Okay, these numbers are going to be what your armor needs to beat against. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, your force field has has nullified a good chunk of them, and it looks like your biggest danger here is beating a 10 with your armor.
Gotcha. Any AP?
No armor negation. So
Yay! Huzzah! Because I'm built like that, motherfucker.
uh, there is glowing a glowing like sectional uh, grid grid pattern that is flowing and forms over their chassis. The three that were crouched rush forward. Breaking through the window, shattering the shattering the safety glass, so it kind of does a beat up thing and crunches. Okay.
That's pretty fun. We're done.
They will come in with physical strikes towards you. They're not using any blades. They're using just fists.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, my force field is gone technically.
Your force field will last until you and basically until you drop it. What was your melee parry again?
41.
41. Okay, you are able to also block these attacks as well. Um, uh, since you have one die left over, are you going to use that one die to blunt any of these attacks, or you're just gonna let the pure force field try to tank it?
I'll let the force field attempt to just take it for a second, see how bad it is.
Okay. Yeah, I believe your force field was 25.
Uh,
Sorry, it's
21.
that was the extra roll. 21.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah,
in
base
that
is just
case,
21.
3. A grand total of 3 will pierce that 3 separate attacks.
As I laugh in my 5D soak. Actually, 6D soak.
That's weird. Didn't select it like that, but whatever.
that ham on this. Yeah, that's going to be a soak of over 30. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, if I can get initiative rolls in. Also, along with y'all's initiatives, if I could get a hearing-based perception roll and a languages roll from the both of you.
They have hearing and languages.
Yep. Okay. That's a bit better. Okay. And let's wait for Spider along with his initiative.
Uh, okay, I don't know why it didn't stick. I put in my initiative.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Did that backwards. There you go.
Okay. The continuum on the other side of the screen um, will I will say that looks like uh, looks like you've increased the priority of things. This is your choice to tech class to join a group of more reductive thinkers. While he says that, the two of you um, are hearing a tapping noise near the mic, but clearly off the camera's view. The tapping noise, you, the two of you will recognize alias through your own just you know for lack of a better term training slash memories. Well, Spider, you will know this due to your history with Uncle Davis. Um, the tapping is Morse code. Um, it is a uh, seemingly random um, a seemingly random um, short set of letters.
So he's using Morse code to either tap out gibberish or something or something encrypted.
Yeah.
I've encrypted your encryption.
um, the communications screen will cut off before class has a chance to respond. Okay. Okay. Lightbearer will um, will have a glowing light, kind of an aurora borealis looking thing, um, kind of be shifty above his hand that he throws out to the fractured area of the large industrial smelting cauldron to seal the leak with this glowing light. Um, and of course, it's not a permanent fix. It's only sealed for as long as that hard light is there. Um, what spider? Will you be able to deal with that rather large contingent around you? I was looking to looking to assist Teklas and Alias in their more concentrated issue over there.
Yeah, I got it. We're good. Give him the thumbs up.
As he rapidly just slides in a descent to ground level over in that direction. And that is. Oh wait, hold on. Large touch bonus. Doy. Okay, the three machines in the back row almost are able to defend themselves against light bearers strike. So, that one took far less damage. Okay. With feather. Remember, the red dots are ones that are currently active.
Yep. On. Cooperate. It would be there. Okay. Pop the extra arms. Summon a legion of spiders. Try to web down one of the guys that tried to grab me earlier. And start kicking.
And these spiders are doing a nice amount of damage. Is that what I'm reading here?
That damage is accurate. I already subtracted scale.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Well,
Okay.
according to your little builder thing here, a large swarm of biting spiders generates 25 dice of damage.
Hey, I just have it doing what the instructions in the book say. That's insane. And you said you already factored scale. Okay.
Yeah, I factored in scale to there to hit and subtracted it from their damage.
Okay. Now, is this damage being spread? That's right. The insect form can target multiple things, can't it?
Yeah, I can target up to 8 targets with the number of them I generated.
Okay.
So, 8 dudes in that radius
Crazy.
are getting swarmed.
Well, this is a comic book. Okay. Damn, that's with scale.
As I already factored in scale for the damage, so you don't get to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said that's with scale.
Yeah.
Okay.
25D minus 20.
Seven, eight.
I would like to thank the goons I omnommed earlier because I would not have been able to make that roll without them.
Okay, and I believe you're using. Is this a single strike with your web arms?
I made one brawling attack and one web shot attack.
Okay.
So 30 to hit with the extra limbs, and then a 34 to hit with the web shot on one of the guys who tripped last turn.
Okay. On the same person?
No, different. I'm punching one of the guys who's up, and then web shotting one of the guys who's down.
Okay. The one you're attempting to strike with your multi-limb is able to come in with a robotically fast parry.
The 30 was not enough. Okay.
Yeah. Into the one that's down, that dodge was shit. So okay, yeah, you do soak. You do web one down.
Okay. So one more one neutralized in addition to the 8 my spiders just neutralized.
That is insane. Alias.
Sorry, that was unmuted. Looks to tech class. Is she done? Yeah, he just stopped communication with us.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I can do for right now.
Can you stand and fight? Can stand and fight, or do you need escort?
I have a feeling these things would chase me down. So I might as well stand my ground.
We'll go. We're going for him, you motherfuckers. We're gonna punch all three of these assholes. Or we're gonna start beating up all these assholes. With a mix of kung fu and on chi, try to kick one of these sons of bitches through the glass thematically, not actually trying to do knockback.
Okay.
While I'm setting up for another strike, you pull out one of my arrows and flick it into the other person, because I thought an even more disrespectful way of doing all this is, no, I'm not even going to throw it. I'm going to be like that one anime girl that has a fucking railgun power and just flick it with my thumb.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, just fuck you. Just boom. And then the other is going to also receive a kick. Now, you know what? He's going to receive a iron punch.
Ooh, their dodge rolled complete crap this time. Okay.
Good. Let me beat them up. Let me wallow in their pain for a little.
Okay. Okay, your your
Yeah, the
your
damage is
kung.
rolled. Rolled ones or so.
Okay. Well, fortunately, the you don't need to worry about that for the damages.
No, do they
Um,
all miss?
for the kung fu's, um, their programming must be CQC. Because one is able to parry, the other one is able to like get to it just in time to deflect it away. The Anchi to the face, though, um, does not get enough. Does not get enough reaction to actually avoid it. Probably expecting you to continue on with your melee, and instead go "Boop." No. So the one you did the Anchi to, was it this one?
Yep. That's pretty much how I'm doing it.
Okay. AP1, let's knock that off. Is this electric?
Nope, just pure. I should have done electric, but no, just pure blunt force. Just
Okay, there's an impact as you dent the head of it. There being a bit of a mechanical whirring and sparking as its head goes around 360 from the hit.
and I won't be giving my dog, just so you know. But
Mm,
oh, go
okay.
ahead. Sorry.
You will notice that that grid I mentioned blunts the impact. You're able to recognize it as being a similar effect to your kinetic deflection shield.
Interesting.
Um, Clearly, it's using some form of technological generation.
Right. We'll let the others know. Apparently, they got some conductive shielding. So careful how much you dish out. Who knows how they can dish it back out. And I'll be giving my dodge, and he will let Teclis know. If you need me to drop another smoke, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. I still can't believe the situation that we're in.
Welcome to our Tuesday.
Okay, Wolf Spider. The ones that aren't destroyed become more fully online. Um, so back in on here, back here, back in on here, backing down to over here, backing down. Not that's where the battle is. Backing down to over here. Let's see. The one that has been webbed down will attempt to get out with a 35. As these things are moving, you will see a glowing hexagonal like grid form over their shells. Okay, that thing is still stuck to the ground. Okay. Okay, with them backing up, um, And you're still, crouched to the ground like you usually are.
Yep, doing my spider squats, so anybody who misses me in melee can eat dirt.
Okay. Well, the ones that were able to, did get up. You also get to go in. You're gonna go over here to the ledge. Move away. Move away from you. Oh wow,
Move away, move away, move
more you
away now.
guys- More active than I expected. Okay. Their shoulder weapons will line up and begin like rapidly firing at you, with the exception of the one with the gold dot. Um, it it's lasers, instead of rapidly firing at you, um, charge with a glow for a moment, um, before shooting much more energetic bolts at you. Um, I believe a 52 does hit.
Ranged attack, defense is 43, so yes, that hits.
Okay. These are lasers. I'll need you to roll Sue Shokes, because one of them, the one that had the more energetic lasers, does have a 4 dice armor penetration.
Ooh.
You
I just healed that. Since it looks like nobody went after me in melee this time, I can adjust accordingly.
Quick, push the left and right trigger buttons. That'll do the web blossom. It's the most OP move ever. It always ends the fight.
I can give you a grand total if you prefer. I don't know if there's anything that you have to apply to individual
No,
attacks.
this is... I can work with this. Okay.
Okay. Fortunately, you do learn something. Those shoulder cannons of theirs appear to be in the quote unquote independent, meaning that that they essentially get 2 laser attacks for the um for basically kind of, one attack. They have 1 free use of their lasers, so they get a little bit of a rapid fire with that.
Okay, so they fire a total of 16 times. 8 of them did 27. 8 of them did 4. Then the guy with the fuck you armor piercing did 34.
Yeah.
Okay.
the ground getting scored by the laser fire, just sweeping and pinpoint hitting and getting kind of pulped up.
Hey! That's 100 damage even.
Hey. Okay, pretty good.
Ow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, ow. I am back to wounded.
Son of a bitch.
Thankfully, I'm not a Jedi, so nothing drops. Owie.
Okay. Fortunately, the ones that were being range support for the ones in the control room have changed their focus onto the light bearer. Light bearer is dodging strafing of lasers. Given. Okay, only catwalks are being severed in the distance with the equipment that's up above. So it'll be like falling bits of metal as lasers trying to seek out a light bearer, slice through things. Okay, for the ones around Tech Glass and Alias. Okay. Um, the one around the two around you, Alias, will uh pretty much focusing on you, shifting over so they're not on top of the console. They're yeah, I guess that's where the guy has to be. Um, there'll be a click sound as you'll hear the sound of a taser as electricity arcs over their fists. Dodge of 45. Okay.
Let's not hit.
Okay, 44 with them trying to be a bit more accurate. Okay, their punches are quick, but you're able to get out of the way. Okay, there. Like, seriously. Okay, I'm trying not to clutter this up too much. There we go. This guy. Let's see. Dang it. Okay, Tech Lab. One of the robot behind her attempts to grab her. He feels the grip and is able to kind of drop out of the way. Um, she is able to um, she is able to have her little screamo looking stick produce a glowing chain to pull at the arm that tried to grab her, causing causing the robot to fall to the ground. uh, she'll come in with a strike of the stick. Okay, thanks to multiple action stuff, that is a successful strike. Um, no extra elementals coming through that, so it's able to do a bit of damage to the one binder and cracking into the chassis, though being blunted by the field. Yay. Um, uh, Teklas will kind of look around. Looking out the window, of the broken window now, with the robots in the distance. Alias, maybe we can lead them to the uh, to one of the smelting cauldrons and pull what Wolf Spider did to try to douse them.
Good
Because
idea as any.
not sure how effective me cracking at these guys will be.
I'm running into the same. And on my turn, I almost forgot that I should because who knows, maybe she'll know what the hell that Morse code was, because knowing Halo, I'm like, shit, wait a minute, what if it's another self-destruct?
What if it's a trick?
Fucking self-destructs!
Okay, our new initiatives in.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Lightbearer will retaliate with his own laser blast.
The fire in his laser.
Okay. He blasts through the top parts of the two of these mechanical monstrosities. The other one just taking a significant amount of damage as he follows the comic rules of they're machines, so you can be extra violent with them as their the metal on their heads are kind of melted from laser blasts.
Jeez.
Okay, Wolf Spider. You also have moved out of your swarm, except for those two. Actually, those two are still in your swarm apparently.
Good question. How far can my swarm move? I just give them a command. That doesn't tell me. There we go. Move at a rate of 10. Okay. So they can have fun with those 5. The one next to me is webbed to the ground, so I don't need to worry about him. So I can hop over here, deal with these 2.
More Avengers Last War.
Even with their brawl from earlier, that still hits them with the micro brawls. Ooh, okay. I'm starting to think that when the guy wrote this book, he probably did not do any math.
It's a bug in the system.
Yeah. Okay. The ones over here, the arachni, like, must be literally pulling a like 1960s with going into like tiny gaps and components and just getting in their
Anybody
messy
who
circuitry.
Anybody who repairs consoles will tell you bugs are, cockroaches are the bane of your electronics existence. Spiders are just as bad.
Just the spiders have to hope you don't start playing Minecraft or something like that.
Oh, I still have an attack left over, and the one I webbed down is within the radius. Fuck that guy too, I guess.
Okay. Their energy fields above their armor is significantly blunting your strikes, but not enough to not cause damage. Oh, that guy just at the edge, isn't he?
So if we're fighting Halo, does this make me the Flood?
In a way, yeah.
Yes.
You are the unceasing swarm. I'm its intelligence.
Okay.
I get. Actually, you have that too, technically, because you drain them.
Yep. All their intelligence belong to me.
I will destroy you while quoting poetry about your inevitable demise, and you will be able to do nothing. Thanks, Pancreas.
Okay. Your speed is being too much for these guys. Okay. Anything else in there as you are continuing to whip robot butt?
Just my defense and the fact that I rolled a bad luck, but I don't know what that's going to do in this case.
Ruh-roh.
Okay.
I gotta admit, I'm a little offended the spiders do more damage than I do.
That is insane, yeah. It's like, these things don't have jetpacks? Maybe if there's a second generation of these things, they should get jetpacks, or just raid. Just cans of raid. There we go. That's your bad luck. It's, oh shit, that's actually really powerful. Maybe I should start calculating on that.
Hmm? What exactly
Okay.
does that mean?
Um, that means I get to roll something off site.
Oh no.
Okay. Alias. It is
All right.
you and Tech Class are like pretty much kind of back to back here.
If you want, I can. Before we continue, do these work? Does this frequency mean anything to you? As he texts the what with the letters that were sent in Morse code.
Um, yeah, kind of fighting here. Give me a second. She'll be able to give you an answer on her turn.
Gotcha. With that being said, I can extricate us both from this situation if we want. Can't
Good, you're
promise.
gonna like this. Yeah.
All right. I will need to activate super speed. And I do, because it's only average difficulty. Because it's 25. Yep, it's good. And I will grab Tech Blast, and we will carefully run through. Just start hop, skipping, and jumping our way over to all the molten area.
Okay. There's of course this molten stuff over here. On the upper level over here, there are like the giant smelting cauldrons, and this is just the base that holds it. So you have options as to what kind of molten you're wanting to do.
I'll move over to these ones over here to the south. So that would be just leap up. Unless there's an actual like console or something like that we can get to.
Leaping up to there. would put you on the top of the platform that holds that particular smelting smelting cauldron, like the giant ones.
So like on top of the cauldron itself.
If you're wanting, you could get on top of the cauldron itself if you wanted to. It's gonna be really hot. You can do it.
Is this the cauldron over here?
No, this is the first floor base that that are beneath the cauldrons.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, yep. And I don't. Doesn't look like there's consoles over there to Wayland. Either way, it allows us the time to consider things and to help possibly expedite things. Alias will hang carefully and flick out one of the. You know what? Actually, where's that golden robot that was giving Wolf Spider some trouble?
Subsumed by the swarm.
Gotcha. I'll try to pick off that fella right there.
Did not see a ping. Sorry.
Nope. South west of Wolf Spider.
Okay. You haven't got a chance to roll your defense. Your defense is still the really, really crappy dodge number. Okay. It's more focused on radio.
Good. Sneak attack.
Oof.
The second one is electric damage.
Okay.
Really need to bump up those EMP arrows.
Oh, right.
So many things to maybe build. Like I can hypothetically take some of the stuff that's here and make some pistols out of them, laser pistols. Because fuck it. Because by the sound of it, if they're gonna use all these lasers, might as well have us have some lasers. Fuck you.
Okay, it goes out. Think it hits, being a little extra blunted by the force field as it rocks forward. The object you threw like embedded in its metal back. There'll be some like digital beep boop noises that it makes it like kind of tries to go and right itself.
I think I need to grab one of their rockets or somehow grab one of their lasers.
Okay.
Yes, I will do. So, are we ground floor on this platform, or are we actually elevated a little bit?
Yeah, you're actually elevated to the second level. Given the height of those, you are 5 meters above ground level.
Okay, he will. Unless there are robots like on catwalks that can oversee this, he will go prone, and that will be his defense. By the sound of it, I think there were catwalk people.
Look at sorry, I heard catfolk for a second. Look, if you just spare a glance, you will see that the patrols that were on of the more primitive units that were on the catwalk have found themselves smashed to the ground on the ground as if they had taken a fall.
Okay, like, 'cause they were armed with rockets, I believe, or like rocket launchers.
Yes, and the rocket launchers are on the ground next to them.
Fuel, things to grab. But that will be next turn. But you never know with how quick these things would go. I will still do a dodge because it's free. But that will be my turn.
Okay. Okay, Wolf Spider. Anyone else able to look at the combat going on around Wolf Spider? Um, there'll be a um moment, um, a moment's pause as they're more kind of direct, A to B. I'm seeing this super precise thing, yada yada. Becomes their movements and their coordination become more fluid, less um less calculated, robotic.
Ah, they're adapting. Not sure how to take that. Suppose technically it's a compliment.
Oh, that's a lot less. Oh wow, they have bad luck too. It looks like, holy crap. Oh, this is going to be a little bit of a cluster. Okay, the ones in melee with you will electrify their limbs, and thanks to that one on their power die, their to hit becomes a 33, meaning that you get to web them
Like, yeah,
to the
they fall.
ground.
They eat pavement. I don't web them. I can't web them till next turn,
Okay.
but they do fall prone.
The ones over here, however, the one that was hit by Alias looks like it was going to turn, but after that pause, it shifted its attention back to Wolf Spider. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Um, one, and I will put gold for that. One is forming a pair of charge blasts, while the other one is doing more, the more quicker rapid fire blast, which a 50, I believe, hits you versus your range defense.
Yep.
Okay. Can I get 2 soak rolls, one with a 4D negation?
Outside, there's fewer of them to shoot me.
Okay. Oh, I cannot spell acrobatic spirit. There we go. Okay, with these rapid fires coming in, kind of clutching the ground. Um, those uh, um, those strike your legs. Do you want me to give you the net damage, or do you want to do the math yourself?
I can do the math myself,
Okay.
just in case I decide to throw a Ka or something at the problem.
Okay, makes sense. Yep, one for each leg, which is why it's 2 dice. As apparently they have grown a bit more of a brain as well.
Getting Boromired over here. Alright, minus 2D to all acrobatics, sneak, movement, and initiative. You said is that total or per leg?
That's the total negative modifier because both of your legs are total.
Alright.
Mm,
Down to severely wounded, bordering on incapacitated.
Nicholas.
This has been a hell of a day for him. This is the second time in less than, 15 minutes, 10 minutes that he's been beaten within an inch of his life?
Fair. Okay, Techlash will emit a laser blast from her little techno stick. Okay, blasting a hole through that through that one on the ground that Lightbearer um, was fighting. You'll hear Lightbearer from above. Thank you for the assistance, Miss. She. Okay, new initiatives, please.
Already in?
I have not moved.
Okay. Lightbearer looking at the situation here. Techlash, Elias, is there anything I can do to assist whatever plan it is that you are concocting or trying to fulfill?
Did Techlass say what it was by chance? Because I
She
don't know if
wanted
she missed that.
she wanted to do what Spider did accidentally, though in her case intentionally, of trying to get some of the robots over near where one of the cauldrons is, and then crack the cauldron to douse them in molten metal.
Okay.
That was her plan. That was her thought anyway.
The other thing I meant the Morse code thing.
Oh, the Morse code thing. Right. Let
Yes.
me get to that roll. Okay. The the letters. I think they're numbers.
Okay. As an ASCII or
As a what?
as an ASCII? Like a computer coding, he means.
Um. No, no. Like you know that simple code where like A is 1, B is 2.
Okay.
Um. So depending on what it was trying to say, it would be either either three numbers and an M, or the M would be a number itself.
What are the three numbers?
She'll give you the three numbers if you're wanting to if you're wanting to figure out the meaning behind this, it would be a scholar roll.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So while he considers that, he will call out to Lightbearer and Wolf Spider. Try to get him under. Try to get them under the cauldron.
I see.
All right. And how many robots are over by Wolf Spider? I'm away from computer at the moment, so.
I
Uh,
currently have
one
4
moment.
still engaging me.
Also, will you do
Okay, Lightbearer zooms around to grab the 3 that were in the control room and deposit them as he, in front of / underneath the cauldron that you're next to. As he goes off slightly off to the side, kind of observe the situation. Hmm. You look pretty. Pretty injured there, Wolf Spider. Do you still have this?
I think so. I believe. I don't know. Are you still helping them out over there?
Oh, if they don't have a means to burst the cauldron, I'll need to be there for them.
Then keep helping them. I'll keep it together.
Wolf Spider. And I believe you did answer Alice's question about the quantity.
4. Yeah, there's as near as I can tell. There's what 4 of them still shooting at me.
Yeah, there's 4 standing. That's my count as well.
And I'm probably about to dispatch 2 of them, but yeah, I've got currently 4 still on me.
Okay, because I was going to offer to help zip Wolf Spider either up here or grab a rocket launcher and fire it at them.
Well, let's see how my turn goes, and you can plan from there.
Okay, because wait, because was it my turn or was that just no? That was the answer to it. Okay, yep. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, unfortunately, I failed my command roll. So the spiders do not move. And I don't know how bad luck would affect that, but they certainly don't move.
Okay. Apparently, bad luck could also be narrative things.
Yeah. I need to check to see if that. I don't think that one has feedback on it. Okay, no, I don't take don't take damage from botching that one. Good. All right, so I will try to stomp on the 2 guys here next to me.
PDR. Okay. Okay. Nothing for the bug. The bug.
Yeah, the
Okay,
bugs don't get to
before
act this turn because I failed my command roll.
Gonna drop it to that, and then that. Okay. Your spider-like reflexes um are more than a match for these really now more coordinated but damaged machines, as you're able to violate the comic book code with your attacks on them.
Okay. And then I will use my spider leap to dive behind this to get, a little bit of cover and catch my breath for a second. Hopefully not get fragged by that armor piercing beam if I'm in total cover.
Okay. I see, I see. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. One moves to the side. You will perceive um that this cracked bit of metal smelting thing here. Um, you'll hear the wheels turn as it's going far quicker than than safety would permit. Um, as it accelerates, hitting the emergency stop that you're hiding behind at rather rather high speeds. 44. Oh yeah, okay. Um
Uh,
given
no.
given what this is, I'm considering this less a range attack and more kind of like a melee splash attack. So
For the
tied to
defender.
the defender, as this molten metal splashes over your protective covering when you hear a dunk of an impact, as you're just able to move out of the way. Just want to shift positions to go here. Okay. That is more steel than reinforced concrete. Okay. Okay. One will be rapidly firing at your at obviously what you're hiding behind. It is damaged but not destroyed. It, however, okay. It is the your cover is the equivalent of wounded.
Okay.
As the other one that was previously shooting. Rapidly moves over to here. However, you rolled a 1 on your rolling. Okay. And with that is you, meaning you pull him to the ground. But I'm going to do that. Okay. It in its attempt to attack you, and you're maneuvering, kind of pulling it, it slips into the molten subject of the molten material that missed you, incapacitating it. It had a puddle slit. Alias, there's the 3 in your target zone and the 1 that is pelting away at the spider's cover.
All right, first off, that scholarship roll for figuring out what the hell that Morse code was.
Okay. Yeah, I figured out that the most likely thing that they are launch lat minute coordinates.
More coordinates. Interesting. We'll have to look that up later. We're busy. I don't suppose there is a button to like that these cauldrons aren't supposed to pour out.
The cauldrons don't usually pour out. There's not a button here as you're on the base of the stand. The control room that you were in may have the ability to control them, or if you go up to where the top part of it is, you could push it.
Or I could do surprise. Or surprise C, laser at the bottom.
Yep, you could.
Because they're right underneath it, aren't they?
Yeah.
The robots. Okay, I will.
Yeah, they're a little bit in front, but if you crack the front part, the bottom front, it'll flow out.
I will do just that. He will warn Lightbearer away from that area. Do you need a marksmanship roll, or do you just advantage?
Given what it is, you can just make me a you can just make sure you don't roll a 1 and a 6 and make me a damage roll.
Okay, and this technically counts as an object, yes?
Yes, it is an object.
double damage, and hopefully it's enough. I did not roll a 1
Good.
on marksmanship. Okay. ND of object damage. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, that is good. Would you care to roll the smelting damage?
Sure. How many am I slinging?
10 dice.
Oh boy, 10 dice again? Ooh. 48 damage again.
Okay. Okay, they are all severely wounded as the metal pours over them, damaging damaging and melting their components.
Okay. And I will throw, I'll flick at that last robot just to piss it off.
Okay. Oh, if you which ooh, this is that. Okay, that one is now severely wounded as you hit a few critical components. Tech glass. Which is okay. Okay, Techlash will fire some bolts into the molten material, causing two of the machines to deactivate. What will be the final initiative? Okay, is the final initiative in?
Mine should be in.
Also in.
What was that, Alias?
Also in.
Okay,
Went up by 2.
that's nice. Lightbearer will hold 3 actions to assist people with Fighter.
Righty then.
As a reminder, this map object
Is now next to
here.
me, yeah. Which is an important detail because as I come out from behind cover, I'm going to pick it up.
Oh no!
And then I'm going to run at this guy and try to give him a Gatorade bath.
Yeah. Good job, champ. You won.
Unfortunately, got some terrible rolls.
Oh,
Got 2 bad lucks, one of them with a 1 and a 6.
Okay. One, that was another one. Okay, that 28 isn't quite enough.
That's fine. It distracted him enough.
As it is gripping it and kind of wrestling it with you, some of the smelting contents will pour out. Wow. Okay. Some of it gets on you.
My melee is a 57.
57? Okay, my mistake then. Never mind. You're able to avoid it. Okay, and then
Good, no third-degree burns I have to explain.
I'm not even gonna roll against your mighty swarm. It's just dead. Okay, Alias. Can I get a 96 roll as the burning, smelting metal on these things are in the process of cooling, but still dangerously hot?
Why am I needing to do 96? Well, yeah, obviously it's 96. Saber. All right, Mumbles, you either save or die. Save.
Hey, that is down. Okay. With that, nope, not that. Okay, that's kind of generic enough music. There we go. With that, well, Spider, as the machine, the robot in front of you is just being um, decimated and crawled over um, by your arachnids. There will be a crackling of sound versus the kind of digital sounds you guys are previously hearing from them. From this particular one, you will hear a clearly synthesized voice. Uh, as what has been written in the history books, you 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 may have won you may have won this particular battle and taken a piece off the board. So those who do not learn are doomed to fail. But by the time you deduce things, I will have already won. And it kind of crackles out as the spiders, just are mangling and destroying the pieces of like mechanical and electronic bits.
Off if you're dead.
All right, head count. Groan if you're not dead.
All right. I don't know if it helps since I don't know what the situation is, but I did manage to capture one alive.
Or at least functioning.
Oh, yeah, live, functional, whatever the appropriate term is for, still intact for a robot.
Help tech glass come down as we probably all are congregating around things.
Yep.
So we're just going to find a place to perch for a second so we can do some first aid.
Yeah, using the last. Well, actually, the good question, David. When the Omni gadget says, "Oh, it has certain uses per adventure," what do you consider adventure? Every like one of these arcs we do, or a session?
I believe the intent is per session.
Okay, that's the case.
And
Oh,
unless someone recalls me rolling something different before, I believe it's meant to be per session.
okay. Just wanted to verify that because Omni Gadget said adventure, and I kept searching for it, and it's just like choosing an adventure, genre of adventure. I'm like, this does not help. But with that being said, Alias will use an Omni Gadget and toss you a healing stem. 3d6, baby.
I will take a moment to get some food.
Okay, that downgrades me to normal wounded.
You want another?
So I will take normal wounded.
Do you want another?
I mean, if you can spare it, I'll take it, but I don't know how many of those you have and whether we'll need them later.
True, because we're not quite done, or who knows what's happening.
Well, that's why I mentioned I managed to capture the one robot intact, so if you want to, I don't know if there's anything you can pull from them or not.
As a reminder, if quote unquote failing all else, you still do have two other locations you could go to if you don't find anything extra.
Yep. Well, according to what we found, there's 2 other bases. Train Teklos, which, by the way, should probably catch you up on some of my theory on this, since this was sprung on you kind of nowhere. Would you like to hear, or do you want to?
Yeah, sure. Please bring me up to speed. Bring me up to
No,
speed.
I meant to you and also to Teklas.
Teklas will kind of glance at the machine, back at you guys. Clearly, something very wrong is going on with Continuum, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it. Especially with that message being tapped out.
Right. Which, by the way, should be longitude, latitude. If someone could look that up, and I'll start seeing what I can do to piece this together. He'll give the coordinates so someone can look it up on phone or something like that. But here's what theories I have about the last 24 hours at least. Because the 24 hours includes Mrs. Freeze, right?
Yeah, Mrs. Kelvin, yeah. Well,
Mrs. Kelvin, right?
It was Kelvin. That's right. I did the time pass, and I went into this. Oh yeah, that should have included Kelvin. Yeah.
Wait, time pass. Oh, did we only did like a day, didn't we?
Yeah. So I guess that'd be within the last 48
hours.
Yeah.
For the last 48 hours. So that's all. I'll just skip it to 24. So, for the past 48 hours, we've had, and recently there have been many kidnappings as of late of various different peoples, mostly homeless, most criminal syndicates. They somehow find out about where they're possibly being held, usually in either remote or public locations. And more often than not, it's usually a trap of some sort. For example, for Miss Kelvin, it was shape charges to freeze the area, but what she didn't know is that there were extras. And possibly with another one Richter Shaw, there were also probably even more. The hostages themselves are also could not identify their attackers, or attackers. They were always taken unsurprised and knocked soundly unconscious. However, Collateral received a sort of ransom note from someone claiming his daughter was kidnapped, and she was. We followed her to the hospital, pointing to Teklas, where you were. I won't ask what you were doing there, because we can discuss that later. But that's when you started finding out about the Ascension Protocol. Correct?
Yeah, I think that was the first time I heard of it.
Well, to kind of round it out for your information, the Ascension Protocol was also what looking at the Lightbearer, the other location was for. I still haven't figured out what exactly it is, but it's some kind of protocol that someone within Orb has created. However, rounding this all out, once we took care of that and the dirty bombs that were going to go off, we went to your base, which, again, I'm sorry. To Lightbearer.
It was quite a travesty all around. But
Right.
I am glad to be more in control of my faculties.
Turning to Teklas, for lack of better phrasing, he was also being manipulated as well. To put things as succinctly as I can, since a lot of this is running out of bounds and into each other. So, but while we were there, we also found a third party who, as said, was manipulating Lightbearer and attempting to hack into the Continuum's database. At first speculation, I thought all of these rope. He'll start pacing at this moment as he kind of tosses the hologram down, going with his thoughts. I thought that this was all Continuum's plan, as he had been acting erratically. He seems to be having some sort of, not aneurysms, but some sort of burst of brain power to lead to various increases in technology and the like. And I thought maybe this was it, alongside the Sharktopus, the Sharktopus units. However, after going to the base and looking into I had a conversation with the third party. It calls itself Halo. It seems, by all indications, it is an AI. Possibly the Continuum's making. This is where we start getting the speculation. I believe that the Continuum made Halo at some point, or assisted in its creation, and the programming itself has gone rogue. Why it wants to masquerade itself as the Continuum, possibly, or hack into his database, I do not know. But it also seems linked to the Ascension Protocol. It calls it the next point of human evolution. And thus, and like pointing to the intact robot, this being one of its sigils. Questions or comments so far?
Tekla looks like she's thinking, trying to recall and piece things together. She'll probably have something to say in a few moments, in case Wolf Spider wants to say anything first.
No,
Yeah.
I think Wolf Spider's keeping up for the most part because he's not saying anything super complicated.
Okay, in which case Tekla will comment. Um. Continuum had recently gotten some. I believe you referred to it as software upgrades from Professor Lee. But I know he's been trying to upgrade his systems for a while.
Meta-wise, Lee is the music director, right?
Professor James Lee is a moment bringing up his stuff. He is the head of the head of the computer slash software engineering classes, and more specifically, he's a quote unquote professor of artificial intelligence. He was the person that
Right. That
uh,
that told Warren where she might find her research.
yeah, he is also the one that is sponsoring Waring's post grad work, which is in the case of Waring, it's ethical AI development.
I was about to ask, do you think this is tied into the code she kept saying has been stolen?
That is most likely.
It's like, could Halo be actually that code but twisted?
Possibly, but there's also another snag. During the Sharktopus attack, I also noticed something in the code. Musical notations matching a style of a local band. One that I believe I found out also played for a local professor.
So it'd also be like a band. Okay.
Why would a band play for a professor?
As far as I have found out, because this is Alias playing it straight. He does not know the Justin angle, but
He does not.
He probably knows that. Wait, this is Justin's music. What the fuck? And might have asked Davis about it at some point. I'm like, did? No, he actually did say. Because Davis actually said, yeah, I didn't like that he was with the professor, but yeah, well, pay his ways.
Yeah, it was good money for a very odd project.
To answer that class, from what I understand, it was a very lucrative, strange but lucrative project for the band. The point is that this also that again this leads back to the university because of course everything in this bay does. down. But Lee was directly giving information and giving hardware / software.
My understanding is that uh, a continuum moved in at least similar circles as a Professor Lee, and made contact with um that way, and well, obviously something was developed, or some kind of deal made. I wasn't there for the actual meetings, but I know he was excited for the uh, concept of increasing his own already powerful powerful intellect. He has uh, he has designs, you see, of which I don't completely disagree with. Um, he and I believe that the world would be a much better place if, well, science was at the forefront. No real factoring in for petty greeds if everything is divided efficiently amongst everyone.
No gods, no gods, no kings, only man. But moving beside the ethical, any ethics, we are dealing with the issue at hand. Another issue, something that also pops into my head is that I believe. So you never saw Lee actually give this technology over to him. It simply was, correct?
Um, Continuum said he was going to meet Professor Lee for a software upgrade as as a final part of their agreement. That Lee's protege was able to get the final piece working.
At that, Alias starts thinking about. So maybe it was a different party. So maybe someone was trying to tell us something with the mic. Latitude, longitude. That one makes sense. Looking up the latitude and longitude coordinates for those numbers we were given, those funky little numbers, where do they go?
Okay. They will. Sweet. Ugh. The map should have switched to the Roulette Bay map.
Yep. Specifically, we're looking at the continuum lat right now.
Yep. Continuum longitude, latitude.
As my computer chokes on its own dick.
I have my headphone case.
It is in the middle of the southeast part of the city. Um, that location in particular. Sorry. The location in particular matches the coordinates of one of your traces from earlier.
Hey, we eliminated one without actually going there.
According to the map of Roulette Bay, it is a water purification plant that, while complete, is not slated to become active until later in the month.
Well, we can either try going here and see what reception we receive, especially given the Morse code that was tapped out on the mic.
I say, yeah, it sounds like somebody wants us to check this place out.
Right. And it was on our list of the traces anyway.
Which makes it even more a good reason to check it out. Given the apparent connections, do you think we should consult with Hazel?
If she is awake. Because if I remember correctly, she was in the hospital, or was that Amelia?
Sure, that was Amelia. Hazel Waring was able to finish decoding the information where people were being taken to earlier this mission before passing out from working all night.
If we can get if she's awake.
Well, do we want to talk to her first, or just head over to the site then?
Well, are you two? Well, first off, do you two want to come along? Turns to Nicholas. I know you wish to find things out, but we did have this other a trace of another location. If you wish to check that out, I'm not gonna force you to go anywhere.
Well, I'm going to go to the longitude, the coordinates that the continuum tapped out. If anything, I'm concerned as to why he wouldn't just say it and have to resort to the simple tricks.
Like,
Lightbearer is kind of looking over just in the general direction of where the coordinates that you mentioned lead. It is a hero's duty to remove evil such as this.
My man.
Yes.
right. Well, we can at least give Hazel a try to call. And we can try moving at the same time. I don't see why we can't do both.
Okay, if we're gonna have her look at the code, I assume we need the robot. Does it need all its limbs and guns, or you guys just need like the head and torso?
Actually, I was wanting to see something real quick. Alias will rip off two guns, pass one to Lite class. You think we can turn these into pistols in a short time?
Yeah, if I had a workbench, yeah.
Maybe we can. Maybe another time. But yes,
Okay, I will carefully remove the limbs and the gun ports so you guys can play with those later, and that way we're just moving a torso that can't hurt anybody.
Right.
Last thing we need is this thing waking up and blasting everything.
Farm.
Yes, I will disarm and dismember the robot, and then I guess 3PO it to my back so we can take it to wherever we're going.
Okay.
And unless you had one more thing, David, I probably should get going, if that's okay with you all.
This is probably a reasonable place to pause it.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good to me.
Especially as the thunder is rolling in. Righto. Oh, this was fun. And holy shit. What the fuck? Those things. But yeah, David, I'm thinking of arming me and collateral damage with laser guns, because fuck you.
Man, yeah, okay, yeah. Given
Given that they keep running, because we can use guns we can use normal bullets for other people. Sometimes you just need to do a stupid amount of damage really quickly, or to gauge things, and I only have 20 arrows. So maybe I should stick with doing the super gun.
because you have it in your hands, I'm gonna be touching the stats for a single one of those in Discord, just so you can
Oh boy.
there we go.
Ooh. Limit shot 5, as in like 5 before reload.
It can do 5 of the overpowered shots. Before that, the high energy output becomes inoperable.
Oh, the cone is the limit shot. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, limit
All
shot,
right.
penetration, 4 dice, and 100 range.
Bruh. Yeah, maybe I should make some. Gun fu with some lasers. Hell yeah. All right. Catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Yep. You have a good night.